It's the
White
White
Cloak cold
Cloaks.
open. Look at their structured little camp.
Yes, and the tents. I
So,
love these
mhm.
tents.
How many do you think there are? Like 50, maybe?
I don't know, but I love this attention to detail.
Who's this little white cloak in training?
I don't know, but he sure doesn't look happy about it. Oh, no
Eamon
one likes
Valda.
Eamon Valda.
It's from Pedro Nile.
Hmm.
What?
What
A
is that?
tongue?
He's bleeding. Whoa.
What if it was her tongue? Her arm is gone. So we were right. You were right. They did cut the rings off. That is a nice cold open. But cutting off the hands, they can't channel,
Whoa.
right?
I
She
I mean,
can't channel.
I'm assuming.
Oh, look at the threads and the pattern.
Wow. It's pretty. I even like the music.
It's a loom. It's a loom.
Oh, it's so pretty. Wow.
Is that Swan Sanche?
That's what I was wondering.
Yes. Very cool.
What a good
I loved
opening.
that.
Oh, my heart.
Oh,
Oh.
Ray Flea Judkins, my man. Trollocs hate water. Are they gonna,
Like try to trot their
are they,
way away from the Trollocs? Trotting away from Trollocs?
yeah, well, see? Oh,
They just
I
went
guess they're
right
not
in.
afraid of water. Yeah. No Narg on a raft this time.
Is this Terran? It's the Terran Ferry.
Terran
They're gonna
Ferry.
cross the Terran Ferry. Oh.
It's
You're not
okay.
the type of woman that hears no often.
I am not.
That's right.
Do you think she's gonna sink the ferry?
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Come on, Moraine. We need a little wind action right now.
Mm-hmm.
Get this ferry going.
Uh-oh.
I kind of feel like these girthy Trolloc boys are, I mean, they're clearly afraid of water as long as they can't touch, right? So like they can run across, but no swimming
But
for
no
the
swimming.
Trollocs.
Yeah. Yeah, or like all of those combined features that are part of being a Trolloc probably don't lend to being a strong swimmer.
Yeah, that's like, have you ever seen like a really girthy pit bull trying to tread water? It just doesn't work, you know? Like it's too much body mass, too much
Yeah.
muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need little Trolloc life preservers. What an awesome shot.
No
Cinematography
kidding.
is great. Whirlpool time, straight from the books. I love it.
I'm sorry. Given the choice between the actual monsters and the woman who's like, "Hey, they're gonna kill you," I think I picked the woman who says, "Hey, they're gonna kill you."
But if your son was in
That's
danger,
true. It reminds me of that whole "I'll kill you before I allow the Dark One to have you," and she'll kill everyone else along the way.
oh, she's healing the horses. Such a great callback to Eye of the World.
Just slightly shorter, bit more condensed, less.
Terran Ferry was like exactly as I pictured it.
Right.
Exactly. And Tom, I'm missing Tom, but I can see why they wouldn't have him here because
Yeah.
like I feel like the attention right now needs to be on Egwene.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're setting this up really well. There is enough different that again, this will draw people to like read the series itself, and I am really thrilled that that's how this is being done.
I'm missing some things from Perrin and Matt right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so far it's moving along really well.
I love his curly hair.
He's so cute.
Ooh, are we gonna get a nightmare or something? Tell me, Tracy. Tell me. Tell me.
Considering how often the nightmare bleeds into what looks and feels like reality, so he could feel like he's waking up from being asleep or dreaming just to be in a dream again.
What is going on?
I have no idea. What is happening?
A bat? Is that a bat?
Yup.
Is she? She is here.
Oh, heck yes. Good touch.
He woke up.
Right?
Remember when we were talking about if they were going to go dark enough with the bubbles of evil?
Mm-hmm.
I think they will.
I'm
I think
really,
they will.
my concerns around whether or not this was going to be dark enough for my preference are just like, not even worried
No,
about
it's
it.
good.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this. Sorry, I'm like looking very closely because I love that we have like this crackled appearance to his face, and it like the features are there, but they're totally nondescript, and we still have like the flames in the eyes. It's
Is it
so
not?
smoothly integrated so far. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's different, but it's the same. And I am thrilled.
I've run out of patience. And time.
Okay, now that's how Maureen should have handled it in the books as well. I am done with you, children. Figure your shit out.
Whitecloaks. I love her Aes Sedai speak. She says, I am a lady from a fallen house.
Truth.
I'm protecting you.
Truth.
Like there's layers of truth hidden in there. Like,
yep. Well, and what she
so
said with the
good.
Queen is like words have power. Like how you use them is important, and we're getting that
Exactly.
right here with. Although I have to wonder if she's wishing she were not wearing an entirely blue outfit right now. Like,
Yeah.
maybe you should at least have a reversible quilt or like cape in a
That's
different
such a
color.
good idea.
So you can like
flip it around inside out so that
Because I mean, who else in this world wears like a solid color like this? Anyone? Suggestion for future Aes Sedai: reversible capes. Just break it up a little.
Precisely.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I do like, and I know we pointed this out in like one of the views of these, but how that shoulder piece, like seeing it now, it's even more clear that this has got to be a sign of rank. Like those knots that they talk about in the book, you just wouldn't even see those, but this, that's a pretty visible sign of rank. Like not even to an outsider, but like among themselves as well.
Yeah, they have a white, a silver, and a gold.
And a gold.
It looks like.
Yeah. I can't stop looking at the costumes. Like this detail of the crisscrossed in the back, the way they've got like that triple belt action going on. It's almost a tunic, but it's not.
I like how the cloak itself isn't completely over both shoulders. Like I like having the one side exposed because then you can see the rank.
Yeah.
And I love how the cloaks like flail out and cover the horses. It makes a statement.
It really does.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Why is he touching her?
Do you think he's looking for a tan line on her finger?
I do.
I loved how Rosamund Pike played this off. She gave this brief moment of thought before she said it, like just a second before it like reaches her mouth.
Yeah.
Like where you can tell like it just formed.
Yeah. And I mean,
loved it.
What a perfect response. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I didn't know how she was going to get out of that. I don't know. I was like, how is she going to say what gave her that wound?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be something really cool for people who maybe haven't read the books when they get to find like that knowledge about like how there is this Aes Sedai speak. They're going to rewatch this series and be like, oh, there.
Yes.
There.
Yes. Like we're doing right now.
Yes.
But did he just tell her to find an Aes Sedai to heal her wound?
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Like the other guy is like, oh, I chop off their hands and burn them alive. But then dude with the
It
gold
was
on his
him. It
shoulder
was
is like, go find one of
mm,
them. It just feels very contradictory.
yeah.
Like, wouldn't a child of the light be like,
Find a
it's,
healer,
or it's
not
better
an
to
Aes
die
Sedai,
of your
because
wounds
yeah,
than to
yeah.
allow the one power to
Mm-hmm.
touch you? And instead he's like,
Yes.
a sister is the only one that can heal you, find one. And I'm sure when she
Yeah.
said she had a
Yeah.
sister in Whitebridge, she does, and she's probably an Aes Sedai. I really, really, really liked that. He's like, you're touching Moraine. You're touching my
Mm-hmm.
Moraine. You should maybe not do that. Just stop that. Oh, the other thing. Where's Rand's sword? Is he carrying a sword? Does Perrin have an axe? Do any of them have a bow? Like, do any of them have weapons?
Good call.
I
We'll have
haven't.
to see.
Yeah, I'll have to look a little closer, but so far I haven't.
Because we haven't even had any lessons with Lan. He hasn't been
Aww.
teaching them how to protect themselves
We
yet.
are missing lessons
At this
with
point
Lan.
in Eye of the World, I think that he was, talking about how those two river bows are a weapon
Yes.
and
Yeah, and
that
they've done
axe
like
can
the
be a
practice
weapon.
run with the arrow,
Mm-hmm.
like the bow and arrow set where Rand was like, I'm one with the void. And Lan was like, how did you learn
Yes.
that? Yeah. Yeah. We definitely had that happening before this point here. Yeah. There's a lot of horse snorting happening. Oh, nope. Sputtering. Snorting and sputtering. I love closed captioning.
So do I.
No, I
Oh, here
didn't.
we go. That was
Yes.
that was almost like breaking the third wall. Like she was telling
It
us,
really
not
was.
Egwene.
But it was done really
Loved it.
well. I liked that the word of caution came from Moraine. Because in the book, isn't it Tam when he's talking to Rand and is like, be careful what you hear an Aes Sedai say is not always.
In the first episode, Rand says something like, "Oh, maybe it was Tam. I don't remember.
Well, no, I
That
think
was
this is in
hours
the
ago."
books. Right. But like I like
Three
that it's
hours
coming
later.
directly from Moraine. She can't lie. So for her to be
Yeah,
like,
I like that she just lays it out.
yeah, we're crafty.
It was kind of smug. Like it was
Right?
kind of like a little wink and a nod to Egwene. Like,
Yeah.
oh, like you like my trick?
Well, and I loved the way she looked when she said, "All Aes Sedai are my sisters." Like,
Again, truth.
yeah, yeah, and I mean, there's so much in how she said that. This is why I think Rosamund Pike is so good. She says so much in such a short amount of time, but like, there's almost this like warmth of family and resignation to bickering that happens among sisters when she says, all Aes Sedai are my sisters. And it's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm feeling really good about this. Can
Okay.
you tell? You're probably I can't even
I'm
believe
liking
you.
this episode a lot more.
This is why they did 3 in a row. They were like, just need to keep moving forward. Keep going.
Well, there's so much exposition. They have to explain so much.
Yep.
You can't if they tried to do it all in the first episode, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think anybody would keep watching
No, it
except
would have
book
been like 3
readers.
hours long anyway.
This is what warders do. This is what the Dragon Reborn is. Male channelers. Like it would have been too much.
I love how it's filmed.
Hmm.
Oh, what is that?
Something left over from the breaking, maybe?
It reminds me of aqueducts, Roman
That would have,
aqueducts.
yeah, definitely. We have where I live, like down this way, we have like the exact same bridge, but it goes over a street so
Mm-hmm.
that a farmer can cross his sheep. So, oh.
But it's like
So
continuous.
where they're riding their horses was probably all once water at one point in that bridge. Like,
Okay, so my only hesitancy on that comes from the fact that the structures that go out along and behind it continue the same height and structure, it wouldn't necessarily need to be going over water. Like, to me, like I said, this looks like a Roman aqueduct, and they would build them in a way that worked with gravity. So you would have lots of arches like this that would work with the gravity to allow the pool of water to come through. This may have been a stream.
Listeners, tell us what you think.
Is Tracy going off on a bizarre, weird architectural tangent again with historical overtones?
No, but
yes.
no, like I could totally see that,
Yeah.
but I'm just kind of wondering. I don't
Like,
know.
was it a
I don't
river
know.
valley at one point?
Yeah, like that's what it looks like. It looks like a dried up
It's totally possible.
lake, or
No one else
let's
watching
see,
this has
maybe
spent this much time on this one scene.
no. Mm-mm. But we are the Road to Tarvalon, a cistern podcast. So, I mean,
we are.
This is all our episode 2, just us
Let's see
talking
here how
about this
far.
scene.
We're
and
29
then,
minutes in, and this is the part that got us.
hold on, I want to take a picture. We need it.
But yeah, like
Okay.
there was that almost skyscraper like moment at the beginning of episode 1, and now we have another structure that again looks like it could belong in our world depending on the time period. So it's this is really cool how it still gives that hint of this is maybe our future.
The passage of time.
Exactly. Yeah, I love this. Okay. It's time to move on. Perhaps there's a cistern waiting for us.
One can only hope.
I know, right? Where's that goddamn cellar? Viewers, you need to read the book if they do not include the cellar and Camelin. Just do yourself a favor just for that one section.
Weren't we saying The Wheel of Time, the musical?
They did it! I am convinced Amazon Prime listens to us. They're singing about Manetheren!
Weep for Manetheren. She's talking about Manetheren sending out for its allies. I just want to hear her talk about Elisande. Elisande.
Oh, I hope she does.
I love this. She's explaining that all the children of Manetheren were hidden away in the quarries and caves and whatnot. And I'm assuming that she's going to say that they are the descendants of these children who lived through.
But it's such an emotional establishment for, like, who these people are, where they come from.
I'm still not the blood of greatness.
Right.
trope that's 23 and weave. As Snakes and Foxes says, the 23 and weave.
So clever.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Okay.
Okay. No sword, right? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. But still no bows.
I would throw that thing away.
Right?
Oh, God.
What?
No.
And I just want you to look at me. And not hate me.
No.
I don't need anything more than that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to pause that for a second. So, end of book 1. Like, what a moment to put in there early. I want you to look at me. I want you to not hate me. Do you think those words are going to be spoken again later?
And I'm siding with Egwene here, but like all of this focus on their relationship feels a little like too teen drama for me. Like,
okay.
Like I'm just like, let's go.
Well, on that note, let's go. Oh, man.
Karen.
Do you hear the wolves?
There are wolves howling. Why hasn't he told anyone about his wound?
You know, I was kind of thinking about that, and I have a couple thoughts.
Like some self-hatred going on?
Yes. Like, he's enduring this wound as self-punishment for killing his wife. Like, she died like maybe he deserves to die too. So not telling anyone about
Or
it.
just suffer. Yeah.
Exactly. Like that's the one thing that I'm thinking. And then the other is maybe he doesn't want to ask Maureen for help considering she is wounded and rapidly losing her strength. And so maybe he's taking
That's
this as
true.
like I don't want to tax her any further when I feel kind of like a worthless human being. So that's why I think he's keeping it to himself. And he could also just have like that weird prejudice that seems to be really common.
Against Aes Sedai.
Right.
Yeah.
And having the power used on him. So those are like, that's kind of what's cycloning through my head on this one. Let's see how bad it's gotten, shall we?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeesh. Ooh. That does not look good. Uh-oh. Ooh,
Which
good
one's
question.
Hopper?
The one behind him. That one. That's Hopper.
Perrin, my name's Hopper.
I'm gonna drive you mildly crazy by the end of the series. Oh, let me look that clean for you. Nom 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 nom.
Oh, sweet little baby.
I was wondering if that was gonna happen.
Oh, I
You're
love
part of the
them.
pack now. What an introduction.
Who's gonna have the next Ishi dream?
I don't know. Ooh.
I guess it's Egwene. Poor Matt.
Poor Matt. Yikes.
Uh-oh. I guess they're going to Shadow Logoth.
Going to Shadow Logoth. Dang! Oh my god, they're like right on their heels.
We're not getting the Camelin Road chapter.
Oh.
Where Moraine splits the earth and makes a wall of fire.
Mm-hmm.
For a few seconds, that place was Armageddon.
It was a firefight.
Okay.
Oh man, that whoa!
So good. So good.
You're just standing there.
Because this place is scary AF, Perrin. Wow.
I love that. I like that there's still wagon wheels laying around.
Right? Should that even be there?
Maybe like a merchant stopped there overnight and gotten.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
There's
gosh.
no life.
Right? Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god. I just can't get over this. Okay, so is this a set design?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It might be. I don't know
like
how much of it
enhanced
is CG.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But still, wow. Like the
Mhm.
scope of this has
Mhm.
been really impressive.
How many bodies do you think that they could fit in those buildings?
We haven't come across any very large water features yet, so perhaps
This is true.
perhaps the body measurement is just waiting for us.
Mhm.
That really is one of the better internal moments where Rand's like, the whole population of Emmons Field could fit in there. Why are you measuring things in bodies, Rand? Why? What are you doing? Okay, there's just so much wow in this.
I love that this, like, it almost looks like, like stone. Is it brick? Is it marble?
But also, like, this front structure,
Mm-hmm.
like, especially here towards the top.
That door looks wooden.
Ooh, yes, it does. But, like, it's not exactly, but, like, faint traces of, like, Notre Dame.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's definitely some, like, Gothic influence there.
Oh, yeah.
With
love
like
it.
this like neo northern African. I don't know, it's awesome though.
Like overly, like there's even almost like a
Mm-hmm.
Celtic feel to the way that some of these designs are like done. But
Yeah,
like the arches
yeah.
and things feel very
Morocco.
Yes.
Turkey.
Thank you. Yes. Like more of that almost Eastern influence. like
Mm-hmm.
crisscrossed a little with more like Western Europe, Gaelic, Norman period.
There's a cathedral in Strasbourg. I'm gonna
Where?
send you this picture right now so you
Cool.
can see it because no joke, it is.
Like this?
Yeah, I'm sending you a
Oh my
picture of it right
gosh.
now. Is this not like
Should we like just
it's
pull this
this?
up on like a screen share window?
Yeah, we
Is
can.
that a good idea?
Sure.
Do you
Yeah.
think I know how to do this? Okay.
You can do it, Tracy. Just
I
close
think I
don't
might
close the tab. Just
try not
minimize.
to.
For the love of God. But this is also a Notre Dame cathedral.
Yes, yeah. Like Gothic, purely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. Oh,
Yeah.
hello there. Ooh,
Can you like flip through back and forth?
yeah. No. Look,
Oh.
it's a map of
Hello, France.
France. Hi, France. Ooh, I like this. I
I
don't even
think
know
you're
what this Vaults of the Crypt. This is actually a cistern, everyone.
Mm-hmm. The way gates are down there.
Yes, they are.
But I meant can you flip
Yeah.
from like that picture to the
Yes.
Shadar Logoth?
Yeah.
So very similar.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm glad that you had that like vision in your mind of that because that was okay. So Shadar Lagoth / Strasbourg
Yes.
Cathedral.
Yes.
I love
Precisely.
it. I love it. Oh, look. It's exactly what we were just looking at a moment ago.
Yeah. It's the interior as well.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even joking. It's exactly
Does it look
the
just
same
like
as the
that too?
interior. Yeah, except for the like
Yikes.
patterns on the windows. Oh, my. Lessons with Lan.
Lessons with Lan. I'm sorry.
I miss Matt already. Do you not like
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, I just
I
love
love
that.
him.
Couple of things.
Just a sec. Well, we need a character like him.
I'm
to,
so thankful.
like,
I'm
rein
so
it in.
thankful. And like he's not as obnoxious as Matt in the book. You know? Like there's something just a bit
This
more
is true.
grounded and mature about this version of Matt than
And the like back and forth between him and Lan is perfect because Lan is so stoic and like he's getting like poetic and like doing his like borderland thing and Matt's like
storytelling time. That's
yeah, but
awesome.
I feel like Lan is expressing even more about himself right now than he is the story that he's telling. Like his poetic side is coming out.
And we know he has one. One. I just loving Matt.
Hilarious.
So good. Oh, these statues are cool though.
Do you think this is the old kings of Eredhall?
Possibly. I mean, they're wearing crowns. Oh, I love that rounded dome in the back.
That's one of the buildings they tried to fit all the bodies in.
That's really what his internal monologue is right now.
Let's go on an adventure.
He's going off by himself. This feels foolish. I mean, I guess he could argue that he just walked across the street. But still.
This is that scene of like him and Egwene standing up there.
Wow. Okay.
So pretty.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is apparently how I collect myself to try to say something. I could still fail. I'm just thinking, like, we just saw the Two Rivers in the last episode. This is what they grew up with. These, like, fairly simple structures, nothing
Yeah.
grand or anything, and now he is looking out at this. Like,
Well, yeah, they make such a big point of it in the books
mm-hmm.
where, like, when they get to Valon, they're like,
Oh, it's a
wow, this is the
city.
biggest city I've ever seen. And then they get to Shadar Logoth and they're like,
Right?
this is the biggest city that I've ever seen in my life. There's nothing that could be more grand.
I love that this is built the way that it is. That's kind of like crowded in on each other, the way that a city
Mm-hmm.
inside large walls like that would be built. Like you
Mm-hmm.
would
Yeah.
maximize every inch of space you would have. And I mean, height, the little bridges that cross over, this is beautifully done.
That soundtrack, though, that soundtrack.
It's getting me. I am digging it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. 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 I don't want him to become Dagger Matt.
Was he Layla's apprentice?
Hmm.
You think Perrin will take it?
I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about Matt's wardrobe too.
He probably has just hand-me-downs, like his dad's old clothes.
Yeah, his mom certainly did not look like she was like in seamstress mode at any point or would
Mm-hmm.
have been, you know? He's probably had to fend for himself quite a bit. No wonder he goes for all those fancy coats with lace later on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I just want to see like the designs on it
Oh, it's
up
so pretty.
close.
Even this box is spectacular. And I mean, we do already know that he has an eye for the shiny.
He's a bit of a magpie, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he is. Oh my god! 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 Okay, so we're now separated, right? Okay, I think they did that really well. I know one of our concerns and discussions was around how like Shadar Lagoth, Meshadar, we don't get more death
Mm-hmm.
in this. So will we get that connection later on, or is that going to be something that's going to be left out? Don't know.
Maybe it's cut. Whitecloak? What is
I
it?
don't know.
Tracy, that was a Trolloc blade. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it is.
It's definitely notched like the ones that we saw before. And I
Mhm.
mean, where else would she get a weapon like that?
She only had her belt knife. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
That's-
upgraded.
I think
This
that's
is
yeah.
This was the reward for defeating the Trolloc. You get a better blade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Thoughts?
There are no coins. So
No coins. I
no
like that.
coins.
No.
I do too, but at the same time, we don't have a GPS for our other Emmons
The
fielders.
boys. I'm gonna give this one. My last one was a solid 8.
Eight.
I'm gonna bump this up to like an 8.5.
I loved it.
I am entertained.
Seriously, yeah, not disappointed. Lots of changes, but
Mm-mm.
nothing that really like diverges heavily from the intention of the series. You know, we're getting a
No.
different background on a few different characters, but I think in some ways, like especially with Matt, like as sad as his upbringing makes me, as upsetting as it is to see his two sisters the way that they are, it's
Mhm.
still Matt's my boy. Like,
Yeah, it's painful. Like it's painful to change any backstory of a character that you really care about.
yeah,
I'm not like a giant Perrin
right,
fan.
right.
I think I like all of the boys equally, but
Mm-hmm.
all of the young men. But him killing his wife, man, that just
Brutal.
seems a little unnecessary.
Yeah.
If it were up to me,
Mm-hmm.
I would have just had them kill Master Luhan.
Oh,
the other, the
yeah.
second hottest man in Emmonsfield.
That's a really
Because-
good point. He didn't need to be married. It didn't need to be his wife. It could have been the man he
Yeah.
apprenticed under. That almost in a
Mhm.
way would have been
Or-
more intense than it being his wife.
Yes.
Like, We know
Yeah.
from the Ravens chapter that Perrin is apprenticed to the Luhans young, like around 12 or
Yeah.
so, I think. And he
Mm-hmm.
spends more time with them than he does with his
With
actual
his own
family.
family.
So it
Yeah.
would be like seeing his
Mm-hmm.
father die. Amber,
Mm-hmm.
why didn't they consult you? They should have consulted you for this scene. This would have been so much better.
Maybe they're setting something really cool up for later. I don't know. I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know. But this episode, holy wow, the White Cloaks.
Holy wow, the Whitecloaks. But this one starts out with a white cloak who has chopped off a woman's hands and is burning her, and then eats some weird bird that makes him bleed. Is there anything about this guy that feels good? The feet and the claws remained intact and cut the inside of your mouth. Right? He should get a better chef. Okay, so leave taking takes place chapter 10 in Eye of the World.
Okay.
Road to Terran Ferry is
Darknet.
chapter 11. Chapter 12 is Across the Terran. We get the Stag and Lion. Welcome to the Stag
Welcome
and
to
Lion.
the Stag and Lion.
Welcome to Valon. Okay, I'm sorry.
Welcome to
Not
Jurassic
sorry.
Park.
Oh, it's like some of our greatest hits at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, okay, so we have not had Valon. Shadows Waiting
No,
is chapter
Valon got cut.
19. Yeah.
So this is,
Yeah.
we made it all the way to chapter 19 in 2 episodes.
Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
That's
Not
and you know
bad,
what?
Jeffrey Bezos.
How can you hate someone so intensely and yet love something that they financed?
Easily, I say. Very simply.
That moment with Lyandrin and the Red Sisters at the very beginning of episode.
With episode 1.
He's not the
Mhm.
one.
That
That was so good.
yeah. You know what? Looking back, that feels a little oddly placed. At first, like I loved it, but now looking back, I'm kind of like,
I don't
did they
know.
just throw that in there?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know.
I don't think so. I think it was very intentional.
Very deliberate. To me, it feels like they shot everything and then like looked at all the clips and they were like, we need something to establish.
here.
Like we need to put
Yeah, right here.
boom.
Can somebody bring in the actress that plays
Kate
Lyandrin?
Fleetwood.
That's it. Yes. I liked that it was a pack of Reds, basically. Like they were all together, all looking out for each other.
I feel like they need a name, like, like a murder of crows,
Ooh,
a
yeah.
swarm of bees.
Something better than a pack of sisters. A swarm of sisters? At least has an
Swarm of sisters.
alliterative appeal to
Yeah.
it, but that's about it.
It's 5:00 in the morning
I
here. I
can't
don't know how
believe
I'm
you've
alive
been
right
up
now.
like all night. You've been up all night.
Wheel of Time.
I'm happy with the first two seasons. I'm happy with the first 2 episodes. I have traveled through time
We're so tired.
and come back.
Yeah. And that cliffhanger, Nynaeve holding a knife. My girl.
And I mean, the thing is they did such a good job of like setting her up like she was actually dead. You know? Like
Yeah. I think for like first time watchers.
it was like,
they're
and
gonna-
off she goes. Because I mean, at this point, no one really knows exactly who all the main characters are. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
I think next episode we're gonna get a flashback of Nynaeve
So
in
do
the
I.
cave
Yep.
killing the Trolloc, and then that's how she gets the knife.
Yeah.
Regular Jessica Fletcher over here. It was Nynaeve in the cave with the
I'm typing
belt
on
knife.
my typewriter. And that's how we wrap up. With
Good
an
night.
homage to Murder, She Wrote. Good night.
Good night.